What's up, YouTube? Rob Ricks, Angry Jackalope. Happy New Year. I know there was a little bit of a gap between the last video and this one, but you know what? I'm trying to get a brand new format, trying to get things a little more dialed in and shorten everything up as far as review-wise, but lengthening the show in a different format. So we're going to try this out, see what you guys think about it. This episode, we're going to talk about the Kershaw Camp 14. I was introduced to this blade, this short sword, if you would, by Chris Thorne over at Drop Forward Survival. I was watching videos, and actually he was kind of instrumental, him and a few other YouTube reviewers, instrumental in me deciding, hey, I want to try my hand at it. And was watching his review of this particular blade, and right at the end I saw a horrific fucking sight. Homie nearly chopped off his fucking finger. That was horrible. But it made me go buy this bitch like the very next week. I've had this blade for quite some time, but I really wanted to do a bunch of other things first and get it all kind of polished and worked out before doing this one. And since it's a new year, I figured we'd do a new thing, and I did a different kind of cut test. So I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, you can see there was quite a bit of carnage that this blade can do. And this is a very budget-friendly blade. There's a lot I love about this blade. Let's go ahead and rate this bad boy. Steve, why don't you go ahead and pop it off?
Did he really almost chop his finger off?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I give it a 9.
Okay. Randy.
Oh, the finger can't be unseen. For the price and the edge, I give it an 8.
All right. Damien.
Very deadly and strong.
Yeah, I know you liked it.
I give it a 9.
Cool. I am going to give this blade a solid 8. For the price point, functionality, amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And, you know, for the price point, you can't go wrong with it. It's not like, you know, you're paying a few $100 for something. This is, I think I got this guy for $40-something on Amazon. So yeah, so go ahead and check it out on Amazon. This thing is solid. It's thick as hell. The blade is pretty badass. It made short work of the pig. And just so you know, the pig was frozen. So that added a whole nother layer of durability to the skin. So it also offered us a pretty unique view of the wound channels. If the pig was fresh and I chopped into it, it would have been a gooey, bloody, gory mess. Frozen like that was kind of neat. So I think we're going to use that formula going forward. All right, so that is the quick and dirty about the Kershaw. The only negative, and it's been covered by the multitudes who have reviewed it, is the fact that there is a little bit of rattle, you know, when it goes inside the sheet. But Chris Thorne also in that same review video gave some pretty cool advice on how to mitigate that by putting some cardboard and some glue. So I'm not going to go and kick a dead horse. Anyway, Chris, this review was for you, bro. Sorry that you got hurt the way you did, but your spirit, you know, it didn't even faze you, bro. You're a fucking soldier. All right, so that's it for the Kershaw. Now, you may have noticed face mask in that chopping video. I got this from Dan's Skinz. He's a custom face mask, leather face mask designer. He has a very, very long wait. I think 6 to 8 months. I got mine in right at the 6 months, which actually worked out well for me because the design I originally was going to do was kind of a derivative of the Punisher mask that I saw. And then as I got my turn, I saw he had did a Winter Soldier version, and I said, dude, I want that one with a few little minor tweaks on it. So, you know, he went ahead and put the Angry Jackalope, did some coloring for me. This is badass. I'm probably going to do a separate review for this, but I wanted to give him a quick shout out just because this is so amazing. When I put it on, I just feel like a different person. Where's the Joker? You know, it's just badass. So Dan, you the man. All right, outstanding. Highly recommend. His information is right here. Oh, I forgot to also talk about the Kershaws. Kershaw definitely get Angry Jackalope's seal of approval. All right. Now, moving on to the next segment of the show. And if this doesn't transition smooth like I want, we'll see. But I want to talk about sex. Yes, I want to talk about sex. Talk about sex, baby. You guys might not know that song. It's kind of an older song. Anyway, I was sitting the other day. We were watching the show, and the son was sitting with me. And there's a part where a couple was about to get down and get their loving going. And my wife reached across real quick and covered his eyes. Don't watch, don't watch, don't watch. Okay, about maybe 15 minutes later, there was a scene where a head was blown fucking off. I mean, the whole head was just noodles, blood, bones everywhere. I mean, it was a pretty good realistic shot. And we didn't really cover his eyes and say anything. And it kind of struck me for a second because I thought about that. I said, dude, what does that really say about us as a society, right? So, you know, sex, I'm not talking about porn. I'm not talking about, you know, just the gratuitous, raunchy sex. I'm talking about just your average, everyday, PG TV show. They start kissing, you know, they're dry humping. You don't see anything. You might see a silhouette, and there's moaning. And people flip out. Well, in the same shows that get the PG-13 or, you know, TVM or, you know, whatever, it's on TV, you know, like fucking Walking Dead, right? You got some horrible scenes. Now, granted, they're zombies, right? But at the same time, it's graphic in nature, right? And even though it's a zombie, there's a certain level where you get desensitized to the violence, right? You know, America is a country where we endorse and promote guns and action heroes, and you know, that's kind of the American way, right? But at the same time, why are we such prudes when it comes to sex? You know, it's like sex creates life. Killing destroys life. And there's this complete double standard, you know. So, you know, we got music that sits there and talks about sex in various forms, and they use innuendos. And why is it in the music side there is a lot of kind of graphic innuendos towards sex, but then in TV there's not. I mean, it's almost like there's a disconnect in the different forms of media, right? Like, you know, don't get me wrong, there are certain songs that are very violent, talk about you know, Ice-T's Cop Killer, you know, talk about killing cops and shit, you know. But it just seems kind of ironic to me, you know. And especially in a culture where sex symbols abound, right? And become celebrities, not based off of any talent or anything else, but other than just being a very sexy, bodacious, hot chick, right? I'm sure Kim Kardashian has some kind of redeeming qualities and does things in, you know, on a social platform, but at a superficial level, she's just a really hot chick, right? Remember she dropped that image, that photo shoot, late 2014, just last year, a few months back, you know, trying to break the internet, right? And you know,
Hey,
it's just a
can you have that
what?
pic on your phone?
Yeah, that's I saw it on my phone,
Well, I know you looked at that shit
What?
a lot on the computer.
dude. Fuck is research. Fuck both you guys. Anyway, you know, it's you guys just fucked my whole train of thought. Thanks, I really appreciate that. Yeah, I had the Kim Kardashian pictures, but what, you guys don't have things that, you know, you guys don't have sex symbols or, you know, sexy chicks that you guys are into? I know you do, Steve. Who do you like?
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit.
See? Randy. Who do you like?
Miley Cyrus.
Right. Damien.
Maleficent.
Angelina Jolie.
No, Maleficent.
Okay. All right. So anyway, getting back on topic. It just seems a little ironic to me that we're supposed to be mature enough to handle things like violence, right? Supposed to be able to handle things, you know, like we're like the world's watchdog when it comes to right and wrong. But yet and still, when it comes to something simple like sex, we kind of, oh my God, we freak out. What about the children? So just think about that. That's kind of funky, right? You know, it's like sex, it creates life. And yet and still we have such a problem talking with our children and explaining things to them. You know, we allow the schools to teach them sex ed. We talk to them about sex ed. But then, you know, something comes on TV and we cover their eyes. And I think there needs to be a little bit of a change in regards to that. You know, if you're going to have stuff like, you know, we were watching Sons of Anarchy the other night. And my son goes to walk in and we're yelling, no, don't come in the room. Keep your fucking ass out there. Do not come in this room. And I'm trying to find a remote to fucking mute and pause it and everything because he came in to ask me a question. You know, and I just feel like a dipshit, you know. Granted, my son he's 10 years old, but hell, I think back to when I was 9 and 10. I knew all about it, you know. Different regions will vary in regards to their exposure to graphic sex material. And I was in the Bay Area, and shit, I remember some of the homies had skin mags. 9, 10 years old, looking at their dad's magazines. Some of them Playboy, Hustler, whatever. But, you know, we can't hide the kids from it. We can't, especially in regards to the internet, there is no hiding motherfuckers from shit on the internet. I mean, you do a safe, what you think is a safe Google search, and some raunchy shit pops up. There's just no way. Short of sitting with your child and filtering everything in real time, you're not going to be able to hide them from it. So, I think as adults, we need to sit down with our kids, explain things to them, and let them know, hey man, you come across something that kind of like, whoa, what is that? Come talk to me about it, right? And maybe we don't have that reaction of, oh, because then they get the wrong impression about sex, right? They start to be a little fearful of it. And we have a society where people are more fearful of sex than they are blowing somebody's head off, then we've got a real problem as a society. All right, so that's that for that soapbox. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. All right, so some other things that I'm going to cover going forward. Each show is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to start covering stuff like TV shows. I'm going to start covering stuff like movies, giving some reviews in regards to that. geeky things too. I like to play video games. I like to play board games. I'm half considering getting into a RPG called Shadowrun. If any of you guys have ever checked out Shadowrun and played it, drop me a note. Let me know what you think about it. I'm doing some research right now. I used to Dungeon Master. I used to DM Dungeons and Dragons and really enjoyed it. My kids are old enough now where I think I can start to get them into some role playing, and they kind of sounded like they were interested in something like Shadowrun, which is dystopian, futuristic, sci-fi mixed with magic and some other stuff. So it sounds kind of cool. I think I may try to do the same episode here, editing out, the bad words. I have had a couple people come to me and say, dude, you fucking cuss a lot. And I do. And the show is for me. I do this to blow off steam and have some fun. And, if you guys enjoy it, great. But I've had a couple of close friends say, dude, I'd like to share this, but language is really bad. And I'm like, yeah, it is. So what I think I might do is I might take this same segment here, go in and beep, beep, beep out all of the beeping words and see if you guys like that beeping stuff better, So we'll see. Anyway, what do you guys think about the language stuff?
I mean, it's just a word.
Yeah, right? What about you?
I think it's fucking stupid.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's the new year, and people have resolutions, and people, they start saying, yeah, I'm going to fucking work out, I'm going to get rocked out. Do all kinds of crazy shit, and it lasts for a hot 2 fucking weeks, and they fall off the wagon and go right back to doing the same old shit. I was on that treadmill. I was doing that shit forever. But, 2 months now? No, almost, 2.5 months ago, I decided I was a huge fat ass, and I kind of hit the proverbial rock bottom and decided to change things. So I cut out the soda, I cut out caffeine, and I started to portion my food. And lo and behold, I lost 30 pounds. In the middle of all of this clean living and kind of shifting things around, I had an incident that landed me in the ER, and I had a thing called AFib, where the top part of my heart was beating all fucked up, and it was pretty scary, and they had to shock me twice, basically stopping my heart and restarting it to get me normal, get me back into regular arrhythmia. I think that's what they said. Anyway, not a fucking doctor, but they shocked my ass twice.
Clear.
And that kind of fucked with me a little bit. I went in and did a stress test. The doc said your heart's fucking great, everything looks good. So, I'm still trying to figure that stuff out, but I haven't stopped the clean living. And one of the things that I'm doing now is I am this following Monday, so it's Saturday right now, so in a couple of days I am going to try something that a friend gave me, and I went and bought some extra myself because me being the size that I am, I needed quite a bit of this stuff. So there's a doctor named Dr. Wallach, and he's got a product called Longevity. I think I said that right. Anyway, I have been researching it, and it looks pretty interesting, and it kind of ties in with some conspiracy stuff. I'll get more into that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it 30 days. I'm going to go gluten-free, just follow the recommendations to the letter and see if I feel any different. And I'm already starting to ease back into working out. I'm taking it slow. But the big key for me thus far in losing about 30 pounds has been in the portion control and cutting out the soda. And that was so hard for me. I am a fucking soda junkie, and I am not ashamed of it. Hi, my name is Rob Ricks, and I'm addicted to soda. There you go.
Crackhead!
Fuck you. So, I was drinking about 8 to 10 cans of soda a day. At the peak, and at least 4 or 5, on a low day. I mean, if you look back to some of the old videos, you probably saw some Coke bottles and things of that nature. I've cut it out, and I went through a whole period of like 3 days of really nasty, fucked up headaches. I felt horrible, really grumpy, but after about 3 or 4 days, it passed, and I still have the craving still. I mean, I can't I can't eat certain things. I can't do certain things without thinking, man, a Coke would be great right now. But I got to be really serious about my health. And the only reason I bring this up is because it is the new year and people are doing their resolutions. And I wanted to let you guys know that I'm doing mine as well. I'll be doing short videos in between the main episodes where they're just little updates on the health stuff. And they'll have a little health symbol. So if you're not interested in that shit, you just want to see the crazy stuff, just ignore those. But if you want to see that and see how it's progressing, check that out. And it will have a logo like this. This will be the logo you'll see on those videos. And I'm going to track my weight and all that good stuff. And, you know, and if it turns out to be legit and it turns out to be something that I think is doable for most people, I'll let you know. But I will tell you up front, the shit is expensive. It is really expensive. But as was pointed out to me, there's really no price you can put on your health, right? Your health is the most important. If you plan on being around for a long term, you need to be serious about it. All right. So that's it for the health segment. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. All right. Okay, guys. Until next time.